Hello YouTube followers, this is Perry Frank. Today I want to talk again about the Tascam DP-006 recorder. In this video I will show you how to record, mix and export a complete song. I will use the bounce function too. That is a way to save space and have more tracks to create a more complete arrangement. Before we start, I just ask you to subscribe the channel and click on the bell. This is the only way to get all the updates and all the news of this channel. Let's start to create the song. Okay guys, we can start to record the song with a drum. I'm using a common drum machine to create some beats. This is the Groovebox app, and if you have an iPad you can simply download it from the App Store. I've just written the drum part, and as you can see here, it's an easy and common drumming with a 4/4 time. Remember that this is an example, so this mini track will last about 20 seconds. To connect the iPad to the Tascam, I'm using a mono mini jack cable. This is an adapter cable 6.3 3.5 millimeters. You can easily find a cable like this on Amazon. Okay guys, let's turn on the Tascam. First of all, we must create the song. So we go in Menu, Song, and then we select Create. We give a name to the song and then we click Execute. I click on Input Setting, then I must select Guitar Line. As you can see, I have three options: low, medium or high gain. Well, it depends on the input volume of your instrument. You always must take a look at the overload indicator light here. That is a warning when the input volume is too loud and it's clipping. So in this case I select guitar line M. Now I have to assign input A to track 1. I click on the assign button here, and in track 1 I select input A because I'm recording from input A. Okay, now we can start to record. I click on the rec button in track 1, I click on the rec and play. Okay guys, now I'm going to record the bass line. I use again my Groovebox app. I'm still connected in the input A, then if I want to record in track 2, I must assign input A to track 2, in this way. Track 2, input A. Okay, I'm ready to record my track 2. Okay, let's listen to what we have just done. Okay, as you can see, I can adjust the level and the pan of my tracks. I prefer to leave both the tracks in the center of the stereo panorama. I've got two full mono tracks and two empty stereo tracks. Okay guys, now I can bounce these two tracks in track 4. What I'm doing is simply recording these two mono tracks in one stereo track to make free space and record other instrument here. To make the bounce operation, I click on a rec mode and then I select bounce here. And then I click on execute. Now I click on the rec button in track 4 and I can start to record. Click on rec and play. To listen to what we have done, I come back in record mode and select Multitrack. click on execute. Now we are again in multi-track mode. Now as you can see, we have track 1 and track 2 bounced in track 4. And we can use these two tracks to add some arrangement like synth, pad notes, or even a guitar line. For example, I can play a synth part and record it in track 1. I click on Rec in track 1, then Record and Play. Okay, let's record another synth sound in track 2. I click on Rec in track 2 and then again Rec and Play. Okay guys, we can listen to what we have done and try to mix all the tracks. Okay, I like it this way. I have the synth on the left and the other synth on the right, and I have a good stereo panorama. Now we have filled 2 mono tracks and 1 stereo track. Once again we can bounce these 2 mono tracks in track 3, that is a stereo track. In this way we can free these 2 tracks and use them to record, for example, the lead vocal part of the song and maybe a guitar line. Once again I click on Rec mode and select Bounce. Click on Execute. Okay, now we are in bounce mode. I turn down the level of track 4 because I don't need the drum and bass line. I click on a Rec button in track 3, then I click on Rec and Play. To listen again, we must come back in multi-track mode. Okay, now I can record a guitar line in track 1. In this case I'm going to use a Sennheiser E906 connected with a Canon jack cable like this. I'm using an external mic, then I have to change the input setting. So I click on input setting and then I select mic. Now we are ready to record a guitar track. Let's start. Okay, now I try to give a mix to the guitar track. Now I'm going to record the voice. In this case I'm going to use the internal microphones of the Tascam. I'm going to record with the mic A. Once again I have to change the input setting. So I click on input setting and then I choose internal mic. I can choose between low, medium or high. Well, it depends on the volume of the input and it depends on how distant is your position in relation to the microphone of the Tascam. Okay, let's add the vocal part.
I hope you always like the vocal of this track.
Okay guys, let's try to give a mix to what we have done.
I hope you always like the vocal of this track.
Now we are ready to mix down. As I've told you in the other video, I have to select in and out point. Basically, we are telling the Tascam where to start and where to stop the recording. I click on in, out, then I select in for the beginning, and then I click on out. Now I click on record mode, I select master rec and click on execute. And the master recording will start.
I hope you always like the vocal of this track.
Now I come back in a multi-track mode and I click in menu, and then I select import export and I click in export master. I give a name to the master, then I click on execute. Once this operation is done, my computer will see the WAV file of the song. Now I just have to connect the Tascam to my computer with the USB cable and then just copy the file. It's very simple. Okay dear people, I hope this video will help you to create your wonderful music. You can write what you think about in the comments right here below. Remember to click like and subscribe the channel. You can find the links to support my music right here below in the info of the clip. See you in the next video. Bye.